I got to go where at least I can see. Hi. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Hello. Um, hello, everybody. Hi. Um, it is Sunday. Um, and it is the Sunday before I leave for South Africa. I leave in 2 days. I can't believe it. And it's very overwhelming, but it's going to be great. And I've worked really hard for this, and I know it's an experience of a lifetime. It's just, really nerve-wracking. I just had a second to myself to come on and talk to you. I was going all prepared to do Bible study this morning. I was so excited to get back to Bible study. And my girls wanted just time with me. And I just leaned into what they said they needed. And I was like, okay, great, we'll do this. So I just put the phone away for the most part and hung out with the kids, and we did slip and slide, and we made pancakes, and we listened to music, and we had a dance party, and we went bathing suit shopping. And then we went to Pepper Place and walked around, and we ate ice cream, or they did, ate ice cream outside in the park. So nice to put your toes in the grass. And so I was just with the kids, and now everybody is kind of collecting their thoughts. We're going to keep the Sullivan family fun going and go swimming. So everybody is kind of like using the bathroom and catching their breath and, changing. And we are going to leave. Charlie has this basketball thing for an hour. Oh, Max made the basketball team. I forgot to tell you. So the vaccinations went perfect yesterday. Neither kid cried, Max or Olivia. They both woke up perfectly fine after the first shot. Max doesn't even have a sore arm. I was like, how do you not have a sore arm? I still have a sore arm from my DTaP or my whatever it was that I got. They don't even have sore arms. So they got their first shot. They'll get their second shot on early June. But they posted the list last night. So God is so good. Vaccination went great. Max made the 7th grade basketball team. I'm so, so proud of him. He worked so hard. And now Charlie's at her little tryout. But Charlie has a very different investment in anything. Max and Olivia are very emotionally invested in things. They want things very badly. Charlie could give two shits. Charlie could give two shits if she makes a team, doesn't make a team. Like, there's no angst or anxiety or anything with Charlie. Charlie's like, oh, you don't want me? Okay, no problem. I'll find somebody who wants me. She's 1 in a million. So Charlie's at a little thing for an hour. For basketball, and totally emotionally detached. And so we're going to pick her up and go swimming together as a family. Michael and I'm sure we'll have another drink like we did last night. Last night was a great night for Michael and I. Hi, Smiley, my love of my life. And we're just, in a really good family place, and it feels really good. But I did want to talk to you guys about a message that I got. And I think this is really, really relatable and important. I don't read all the messages because honestly, a lot of them are triggering for me. So I just protect my space. But I did get this message. And It was from this woman that talked about this friend that she had, and the friend hurt her very bad. So she set boundaries and ended the friendship. And she said, Jamie, recently she basically said that she had been talking about a job when she was friends with this friend. She had been talking about a career change and wanting this job for a very long time. And that this old friend of hers that she doesn't talk to anymore went and pursued this woman's dream, the job, and actually like got the job. And she heard through word of mouth that this girl got the job. And she said, I can't believe that she would do that. And she said, like, why her? Why her and not me? And I thought, oof, why her and not me? That is some fucking relatable sentiment right there. Raise your hand if you have ever felt, why them and not me? Why them and not me? Yeah, all of us. We have all felt that before. So I was thinking about, like, what is the best way to answer this? You know, I'm a very, like, you know, Michael is very, like, pragmatic. He's very like, well, what have you done? What have you done, you know, versus what effort have you made versus the effort that this person has made. He's very black and white. I'm more like, yeah, why her and not me? Why her and not you? Why them and not you, right? So I really wanted to think about what is the best way to respond to this? What is the best dialogue to start here? And I said to her, well, let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about what you're feeling. You're saying why her and not you? What part? Why did she work harder than you? Did she pursue something harder than you? Did you kind of sit back and wait to see if the opportunity would come to you versus her like working every single day to make it come to her? Like, make me understand. Why her what? Like, and she was like, I don't know. I mean, I've always wanted, I think it was some program that she wanted to like get into for this job opportunity. And I guess it's something that they had both considered. And I said to her, well, what have you been doing since the friendship ended to make that dream a reality? She said, well, I mean, I talk about it all the time and I look it up online and I, you know, it was all like peripheral stuff, no real action. And I said, well, it sounds to me like you kind of want it, but you don't really want it because you're not like really taking the steps to make it happen. And it sounds to me like she went ahead and filled out the application. She went ahead and took the meeting. She went and did whatever. And like, it sounds to me like whether it was, she's like, well, she only wanted it because I wanted it. I'm like, but that's not really up for you to decide. And even if that's the case, she now has it. She now has the opportunity. So whether she wanted it for herself or she wanted it because you wanted it and she wanted to spite you, that's neither here nor there. We'll never really know the answer to that. I think a lot of times when we look at a situation, why her and not me? It's because the person that we are envious of has done the work we really weren't willing to do. That's just the truth. Not all the time, but sometimes. And sometimes it's work we don't want to do. Sometimes it's behavior we don't want to engage in. That's just the truth. I had a friend whose husband cheated on her, and in their separation, they are divorced now, but in their separation, she was like, "What? Why her? Like, why?" And he was like, "Because she never says no to anything. She loves life. She always wants to have sex. Like, she'll do anything whenever I want. Like, we have the best time. She just has a very yes spirit. I have tried to talk to you about that for years and years. You're very apprehensive. You're very cautious. Your go-to answer is no, or maybe, we'll see." He's like, "I want a yes person in my life. She's a yes person." By the way, the answer is very clear. She was willing to do a work that my friend wasn't willing to do. And in the end, after they got divorced, she was like, "Yeah, I was never going to be the yes person he wanted." Okay, so you know that about yourself, right? Sometimes we look at a situation, why them and not me, and it's awful. It fucking hurts and it sucks and it makes you feel so bad about yourself, and it makes you wonder if you're good enough or valued enough or pretty enough or smart enough or successful enough. And the truth is, it boils down to, like, what is being asked of you that you are either not willing to do, procrastinating doing, like not focused enough, like whatever it is, what are you not doing that someone else is willing to do? And that is typically the answer to why them and not you. Period. You know, when I was in college, I had a girlfriend who was dating this guy, and all she wanted was for him to go to church with her. I'm not kidding. She gave him all she wanted, and he was like, "I'm not going to church. It's corny. It's not my thing." And she actually started going to church alone, and she met a guy at church. Played for the lacrosse team at Towson, I'll never forget. And she started going to church to meet this guy. And then she stopped dating this other guy, and she started dating the guy from church. And he was like, "Oh, so I didn't want to go to church, so you met somebody at church?" And she was like, "Exactly, that's how the universe works." And I remember being like, "Oh my God, she is a savage." But really, she wasn't. She knew what she wanted, and she was willing to find somebody who would do the work, who would show up for her, who would whatever. And this guy was so sour. He was mad for like weeks. He would come by the apartment and feel away and whatever, and he was leaving voicemail. That was when we had actual answering machines, and he would leave voicemails on the answering machine, just pissed, like, "Oh, what is this dude? Why are you hanging out with this dude?" And I'm like, it is so clear. It is so clear. This dude's not better than you. He's just willing to do what you're not willing to do. So when you look at somebody who's more successful than you, gets an opportunity you don't get, a relationship you don't have, whatever, what are they willing to do? What is the work they're doing, the steps they're taking, the effort they're making, the compromises they're making, the sacrifices they're making that you're honestly not willing to do? Be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me. What are they willing to do that you're not willing to do? And that's why them and not you. Period. Or me, by the way. Because there are plenty of times I look around and I'm like, why her? Why them? Why not me? Why is that happening for her and it didn't happen for me? Oh, because I didn't really do the work. I talked about it a lot. I spent an hour one day, like, thinking about it, but I didn't, like, work on it every single day until I made it happen. No. When people are like, "How did you write a book? I want to write," I'm like, I sat down and wrote it. I wrote it. I had a writing partner, thank God. She knew structure, but, like, I worked on it every single day. So that's how. I mean, anything worthwhile, how do you make your marriage work? I don't know. I show up every single day. I'm also extremely honest about how much I hate some of what marriage is. And I think it keeps us honest. I don't know. We had a great time last night. That's all I know. But, you know, like other people are like, how did you lose all this weight for the summer? How did you? I'm like, I walk every single day. Every single day I walk 6 to 8 miles a day. Every single day. Sometimes more, 8 to 10. I move my body. So that's why. I wanted to lose 10 pounds before the summer. I was 141 pounds during the holidays. I did not want to be that weight because that is not my comfortable weight. It's my emotionally uncomfortable weight. And I knew where I wanted to be. And yes, Rick, exactamente. Rick said, if you don't, someone will. Period. Period. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, even if it's the person. So if you don't cook for them, they may not find somebody else to cook, but they'll start cooking for themselves and they'll feel a way about you. Whatever it is. Your 30-year anniversary. God bless you. My anniversary is this month. The 26th or 7th. I don't remember. But one of those. Anyway, I have to be very honest with myself. Like, Courtney's body is banging. I got like 80, body dysmorphia disorders. And I'm looking at her like, why does she get to have that body? And like, then I realize, because she literally works out every single day. She walks every day. She goes to pump 4 days a week. Like, she eats a very clean diet. She takes really good care of herself. Drinks a ton of water, coconut water. Like, she puts the effort in. Oh, so that means I have to actually get up off my ass and give up sugar. And that's what it was. Stop eating all the sugar, Jamie, and move your body. Do the work. Oh, okay. Same thing professionally. You want opportunity, get up and do the work every day. I told Max, you want to make the 7th grade basketball team? It's not going to happen by osmosis. It's not going to happen because you're cute. It's not going to happen because you have one good practice. You have to get out there, buy that basketball net, and work your tail off. I'll get you a private coach. Like, I'll help you, but you have to do the work. You have to want it. He was out there every single day, 2 hours a day for weeks before tryouts. He put the work in, period. And I told him, now you can't sit on your ass. Now you've made the team and you've taken a spot from somebody else. Great. Amazing. You earned it, but now you got to keep it up. You got to keep it up. So anyway, if you're thinking, why them and not me? I want you to really think about what they're willing to do that you're not willing to do. Period. Honestly. All right. I am going to go. Thank you for all your well wishes about my son. Honestly, anybody who's good to my kids is good by me. I promise you. If you are good to my kids, that's it. That's all I need. So I am going to go get my kids ready. Then I'm going to go watch Charlie finish doing her thing. And then we are going to spend the rest of the day together. And I'm so excited. I love you guys. And I hope that you've had a beautiful Sunday. And whatever you're doing with your family, I hope it's been great for you. And just know that I love you. And listen, like, there is some time to be like, why her? Fuck her. Why them? Fuck them. Like, just FYI. Absolutely, I have those days too. Let me not pretend that I'm all like philosophical and shit. Sometimes I'm petty. I am petty white. Okay? I am petty boop. I promise you. A lot of times. But coffee talk keeps me honest, keeps me focused, keeps me like, Anyway, I love you guys. Let's see where my steps are today. 9,286. I got to keep going. I love you guys so much. Have a great, great day.